Woke up this morning, got yourself a gun. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Republic of Amalfi here on the Lord Master channel. As you know, we're looking at this world map here at the year of 1283. And the reason why I want you to look at this, it's not only because of the messy border guard and all that stuff. That tends to happen a lot in most playthroughs I've been in. And here in Amalfi is no different in Italia. But as far as religious map concerned, makes a little more sense. Look at how dominant Catholicism is. Ever since we got the moral authority back up after we practically had a crisis of faith of sorts, we finally cleared out most of the heresy, except in a few small areas, such as this independent Prince Archbishop, who is a Cathar, a perfecti. While there are still some Cathars lingering around in parts of Scandinavia, and the Fratelli are way over there, up in Bijamaland, led by the Vipsian people, which makes them the only independent kingdom that is of a heretical faith, but is currently losing a war against one of its high chiefs, who is a Catholic, and maybe a former kingdom himself. So it kind of boggles the mind, one would think. How did a Cathar territory, like, why is this an independent realm? German, Low German. I was about to say, is German really a culture? Yes, it is, but it's still separated by Franconian, so I guess they are forming a German identity. Back then it used to be distinctive, like you see Bavarians, Swabians, and all that, but now they form a German identity, while Low German is still very prominent. Even Frisian and Dutch are distinctive too. Yeah, I never really paid attention to culture because I know it's a mess up there. Andalusian up here. Paris itself is actually populated with Carintanians, the Slovenes. Ain't that nuts? What else is more nuttier is over there in OE is Polish populated. Wait, don't you see the difference in architecture? No buildings in Paris County looks like that. It's supposed to look like this. Well, actually, where the city's supposed to look like this. Nuts, I tell you. Yeah, I never really got a good look at it. And don't forget the Longobards of Rostock, because of that Podesta there. At the behest of the Umbrian Urbino, which the Papal States live up there. Which came to the realization to me that whenever we reach our goal to unify all of Italy, that means the Papal States would be like over there or further up north. Not necessarily exile, but that's the way it is. Baltic pagans are still around, as is the John Vikings Holy War, which seems nobody ever tried to get rid of it, because all they do is conquest, conquest, conquest. Have you Catholics been apathetic? Why aren't you advancing to Sweden or Finland? Has nobody ever thought about the Northern Crusades? Because I would join. And surprisingly, after all this time, Jewish Khazars are still around and they are still raiding, and nobody's bothered to deal with them. They've only been around since 980. That's how long that particular Khanate's been around. Yeah, he's its founder. Nobody bothered. I'm sure they had much wider territory, but not now. Oh, there's a mess. Also, what is that? Palestina Secunda. That's a Greek name. It's not a titular title. Isn't that supposed to be, let me see. Jerusalem here, Tiberius. Isn't that supposed to be what's known as Tiberius or Gully area? I didn't know there is a kingdom title called the East. Simply the East. And in 8 years' time, Calabria will come back to Italy. It'll be a permanent part of Italy once and for all, thus increasing a bit of the percentage of our control, which reminds me. As a reminder, we control 55% of Italy, and if you want to form the Empire of Italy title, you must get rid of the Kingdom of Italy. You can't usurp it, but take enough of their territory where they do not exist anymore. And then we'll form the title ourselves, and then form the Empire, or in this case, Principality of Italy. And we'll also continue the period of fighting against the Papal States until all of Italy is united, even if we have to get to Rome itself. As a reminder, we no longer fear the Papal States because we have the military might to deal with them, to do so. Which we recently made a big gain over Milan, thanks to Wojtek, who's a Wendish man who had a claim there. But he also has a weak claim on another duchy of Bre, which we need to take that as well. This is another big chunk of land that needs to be taken. But we cannot do that right now because, one, we have a truce with them. We fought them before, but it may expire soon, whenever he passes away, knowing that this kind of lifestyle he's been leading. And subsequently, I will still be around. And plus, defensive pact. Hang on. But remember, you can only fight to claim that title if the man is in a regency. He's currently suffering from consumption. And you know that man is my brother-in-law, and a fellow member of the Hermetic Society. We could kidnap him. And did you know that we have a non-aggressive pact with him? Doesn't really matter. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna frame him, and once he's been framed, and then, and only then, we'll plot to kidnap him. And once he's kidnapped, the duchy will be in regency, and then we can press that weak claim. And of course, when you kidnap him, put him under house arrest. Let him be treated well. He's a strong man. He'll live long. Not to mention tall, too. So he'll be fine. Discretion is the cardinal word here, because I am the man of intrigue here. Not to mention I'm a bit quite infamous myself. Yes, pretty infamous. I'm 26 years old, still in the prime of my life. I got a lusty wife, I got a daughter. Life is good, for the most part. And of course, in free time, when we build up our strength again, we will fight against the Papal States once again in the future, which is for, let me see. There's a digital claiming on 2 territories. This part of Corsica and this part of the north. Would be easier just again, the easiest thing in the world is just march to Rome, capture the Pope at his place. Because he ain't gonna lead an army with that kind of martial skill. Plus his seclusion. But right now. Not right now. You got that? At least they call you the Sicilian. And also we gotta deal with this man before he does terrible things to me. Because, you know, we've slandered him. And spread some nasty rumors about him. Again, we gotta get rid of this man. Because he might be a danger and he's not contributing any levies to us. He's one of the powerful vassals. Meet me at the royal apartments at the Lighthouse of Alexandria, please. And not to mention we're framing the Duke up there. And also keep tabs on him. See whenever he drops dead. And when he drops dead, that means he's out of the defensive pact, I believe. And then we'll press that claim as well. When we do kidnap the guy. After framing him, of course. And then we'll push that Pomeranian's claim for this part of northern Italy, thus continuing our northern advance. Only a 2 Duchy area. Any claimants? Unfortunately, no. Can be inherited by successor. Not be pressed. Unfortunately, that will not happen here. A Ferrari. Now that would take some difficulty. I was thinking in my head, but I said no. No. Well, you might as well be fabricating claims again. But not right now. Not to the future. Especially with that republic up there. Is there a Duchy Spoleto title? Yes, it does exist, but it's held by the Doge. That's all you got is. Oh, and do not forget, I want that land back. Over the past months, the thought of an apprentice has been at the forefront of my mind. I've considered my advisors, but I dare say not one of them they seem to fit for the role. However, one of my servants has caught my eye. Ratchis. He's been a tender man with steady hands and good head on his shoulders. Is that so? Alright. We'll fight. He declined my invitation to leave me to seclusion. Oh, is that so? And look, he left the defensive pact. If he was dead now, I would strike him now. Now I'm an adept. Seems everybody's leaving that defensive pact against me. See how long this keeps up. Are they really dropping it? They say I'm not that much infamous anymore. All but a select few. No, Italy rejoined. He denounced me harshly. You and I are gonna have an issue. Sooner or later. Right on schedule. Still in the defense pack, but at least it's a lot less than you would think. You know, I kind of recognize that house. Oh, I thought it was, you know, Ligurian house. Goody. Huh, look at that. Now, some are rejoining the fence pack. Focus. Now we gotta hurry up and frame the bastard. And then once he's framed, we're gonna kidnap him. And once he's kidnapped, Elda the Tuscan. No. No privileges for you. Frame successful. Now we gotta kidnap the goof. Any takers? Even the most virtuous man in the realm is even into it. And so is the king. But I think he's dull-minded, so he has no idea what he got himself into. And I get suspicious about gluttonous or drunk people that would be joining the plot. Send the spy master over. I don't like the men in front of me. They came petitioning for better governance than necessary, but I don't care about the reasons. Besides, the one who left has green eyes. I make a point to never trust green eyes. These men will be treated with contempt and will get nothing from me. I wonder why these peasants are restless. Another cruel streak. My law is harsh and merciless in Acera. Order is kept by exemplary and creative punishment to cross my domain. An ear for spreading rumors? Nay. In my territories, the price for a minor crime is immediate at hand, as it should be. Well, she hasn't really contributed much lately. But if this means a non-aggressive pact between us and the Holy Roman Empire, so be it. It also means you get off my back and you don't join no defensive pact when you have a non-aggression pact. Speaking of which, you should have a look at the members of the non-aggression pact. Look for the more powerful nations that would be a threat to my interests. Like them being one of them. Let's talk, alright? Non-aggression pact, so you do not join no defensive pact against me. We don't want any obstacles. We don't want anyone getting hurt around here. Dust rise in my wake as I head for the local tavern with heavy steps. As I entered, I instantly noticed my trade governor, seemingly involved in a game of chance. I approach him and realize that he is betting my money on games of chance and losing. He looks up to me with a smile and says, "Hey, your drinks are tasty." You know, since I'm going to be that kind of guy, I mean, I would just, arrest him. But I'll just say, just stay away from these people. If I was more rough, I would do it. Here, non-aggression. So that means you must leave the defensive pact. Is that correct? Let me see. Yep, Egypt is out. Sant'Angelo Principato rivalry war. Oh yeah, the payment alone has arrived. Even though the guy's been dead for 2 years. Gee, become a notorious swindler for the next 40 years? No, just give it to him. The lack of piety I observed in one of the courtiers makes me worried. I don't want to accuse anyone of not being a good Christian, but if my suspicions are correct, then something needs to be done. Hey, you're slow-minded. You may be pious, but you ain't good enough. I'll just say, you ain't Christian enough. How do you feel about that, huh? Today was a very quiet and boring day at court. Nothing exciting happened. I want excitement. I want to live life. 15% chance you may become ambitious. Indeed. Sometimes people always sit around and don't do anything with their lives. What's the purpose of living if you don't explore the world? Hey, get in here. Whoa there. Oh, Jesus. Have to invite all of them manually. Oh, he's already. I was wondering why is it taking so long. One day when I met Count Vito of Sicily, he reminded I owed him a favor. Without a talk, he proceeded to state his request in order for the favor to be paid. This is a favor. Sure, I got nothing better to do. He wants personal advice on a serious matter. Needs some very high stewardship. Yeah, I'll come down to Sicily. Oh, right. Does anybody want him? I would recruit him, but I think he would be a liability to me. Tata Devi, the Hindustani. Few more joined the plot. Sounds like he must have did something. But I still await. My cousin, Aristolian. I can't stop thinking about all those prisoners in my dungeon. They have my complete mercy. What a thrill it would be to hurt them, to hear their sweet screams, see the panic in their eyes. He's just a bishop, huh? Who's this? Finally, an opportunity to abduct the Duke has arisen. One of the Duke's personal guards proved amenable to bribery, allowing an opportunity to take him while he sleeps. Shall I tell my co-conspirators to begin their preparations? Oh god. You know, that guy's got a higher intrigue than usual. So, he's learning something. Well, it's a gamble, so we must proceed with the plan. We got him! I'll bring him into my dungeon and put him under house arrest. You do not want him dead. Whenever I get back from Palermo. Just don't let him die in that dungeon. And don't forget, make him look like a bad guy. Because he's got the land I sent on and I want it. Another daughter. Safe and sound. After spending more than half a year to console Countess Sicily and repay the favor I owed him, I'm finally saving my palace. Duty fulfilled. Excellent. Now that Duke. Let me see. There you are. It says you can press that. And you can claim it right here, right now, but don't you do it. Well, one, he's in the middle of the war. Two wars, in fact. Revolt against the rule, but you know the whole world is against you. But again, this is a pretty big land that we'd be claiming off of them. This is a pretty big gain that we'll be making. But we only want the Duchy, and only that, which does connect with the lands that we currently hold. And if we ever had that Duchy title, This would have been a great opportunity just to seize it right now. And you can't do no border dispute wars either. And it takes an eternity to have to get a claim of something that wouldn't even be around by next week. So just be prepared. Idea. Whenever he leaves that defense pact, strike him as fast as you can. Keep your eye on the Kingdom of Italy. And don't let the prisoner die in here. What did he do? Prude. Sardinian Liberation Revolt. Yipe. Get the ships. Actually land here. He's coming down to Kayari. Give me my best. Where? Abyssinia? That's pretty far away from here, isn't it? This is Abyssinia down here. I should consider preparing my men. There's no Mongols to stop them this time. Go defeat these raiders. Son of a beeswax. He's gonna go down one day. Even if we have to find a lot of dirt on him. Excellent pip on fermentation. Last night, I ended up having conversations and discussions until dawn about social norms and the value of being straightforward rather than pretending politeness. Must have made a good impression, as he told me that he'll be sending a letter praising the hospitality he's received. A pleasant evening. as stated, until the moment he drops a non-aggression pact. Use Egypt, for example. If we do have a non-aggression pact, but you can't break the non-aggression pact because he has to be at peace. Fair enough. Capital of the HREs in Trent. Cramp. And yet you think it's rabies. I haven't encountered any wild animals lately. It's not like those fishes that she gave me rabies. As setter will be selected to build a road network. Of course I have the money and the connections to do so. See, it's just cramps. What you're talking about. Until that day comes. Milanese claim... oh, you're going for it already. You're gonna do that yourself. Okay, but let me provide you some financial help. For you to hire mercenaries. Since you are fighting against Italy itself. That changes everything. Even though I'm not allowed to join my vassals' wars. Actually, I can. But the council says no because favors are being owed. I know what's going on here. Give me a moment. You should have enough money to... No. Mercenaries are much more expensive than you think they are these days. Give them 1,500. Stop right there. Wait a minute, if I join the war, would that cause a defense pact to... Yeah. That's a very tempting thought, but first, take care of the council. Alright, who's the son of a beeswax? You! You've been getting connections lately, have you? But I'll tell you what. Come here. Gonna take him to the spikes of the lighthouse of Alexandria. I invited it for a stroll today, saying I had something to show him. Eventually he came to stop near my spikes. Wait there in silence for several minutes while Patricia Cinderbolt of Fide grew more and more uncomfortable before I lead him to say, I hope you understand how important this favor is. Yep, I got him. It's like, yes, you may be returning the favor. And of course, the council still says no because you're a moneymaker. Oh, you like to make money, huh? Well, here's a lot of money. I'm gonna be a great gift giver. This one's gonna expire in 2 months, so no need to rush things. No need to rush things. Just relax. How long will is last attempt at intimidation last? 2 years. Okay. I think I've swayed that man enough, have I? Good lord. Our expedition to foreign lands encountered its fair share of difficulties. We dealt everything from the unfavorable weather to lame horses, but in the end a fraudulent guide was nailed to the coffin. When we escaped our last scold, we discovered that we were in the wrong part of Itken. Curses! need another favor. Promote a debate. This is a religious debate. What if my Sicilian friend? Well, knowing I'm a man of the sea, surrounded with patience, try to trick my opponent in a debate. And I win this one. Good on you. Even though I already have a favor with that man. Crud. As I said, I would like to join that conflict before Italy screws up everything. Because he will lose that claim. If it loses that war. Keep that well in mind. But the problem is, that guy's a great counselor. At least you're a loyalist. You're a pragmatist. You're a glory hound. Great counselor. Great counselor. Chancellor. Great counselor. Steward. Hearts of what? What did you say? Anybody who owes favors to that man, he must be stopped. But I suggest that you call him that council support right now. Don't want to hear any more of your nonsense. Now it's divided. See? Had to do it. So, and it kind of concerns me. I mean, this is an ongoing conflict. Would that mean if once I join that war, it's going to become my war, and then the Defense Pact is going to jump up against me? I already gave him financial support, but I am not confident about this. I'm not confident about this. Plus, they don't have the full strength like they used to these days. Well, we shall see. Everybody move to northern Italia. We don't need everybody over here. What we mean is the ones that are on the islands. They will be disbanded. Especially from far away from the mainland. Excuse me. Now, let's see what happens. Will this cause the Defense Pact to join? Because now join war as attacker. Now this is a Milanese claim. No, they did not join. Aha, so we found a loophole. We found a loophole in this. Alright, that'll do. Just go back to your little throne in Milan and sit there and relax. My spy master tells you the information about my plot to fabricate the evidence of the Podesta. This treason may have leaked to someone outside the conspiracy. We do not know who yet, but maybe we'll hear from soon. Can my spy master never bring me good news? Yeah, we're throwing all of our bodies over there, but soon the bigger reinforcements will come. That's why we're taking terrible losses in the war score. It's just becoming laughable. But now here comes the real army. And after this war, we'll deal with our vassals. They are going to regret the day. To the objective. King's gone into hiding, is he? Aseta, what happened to you? You were a great province. You were serene, and now you become rebellious. Get me the marshal. Contest the rebels, increase the stability, and get me a domain overseer. God dang it. I'm angry at this. A small bird dared to perch its off on top of my head. It sang a few notes before I, well, let it stay there until it flew off. I don't care if he poops on my head. Oh, hey, brother Siko. How you doing? Why would I call him a coward? Well, we can't get the king out of his hiding hole, so that means you're gonna have to besiege the rest of the way here. At least that Mongolian siege master is around. Now, where's the other guy? I know one passed away, but I recall there's another Mongol who is one of the siege experts whose name escapes me at the moment. Unless they're gone too. Yeah, they're gone. You know what that means. Time for another request for more siege engineers. Give me 3 more. I'll give you a gift in return at a later date. Come here, old man. You're in charge of this army. I could bring things back. I forgot Amalfi was a volatile province. Yeah, I'll support the crusade. I ain't going to Abyssinia. It's none of my business there. So I will contribute by giving you a lot of money. Going out on an adventure is just not my purpose. My purpose is with Italy and Italy alone. Now that's the name I've not seen in a long time. Go back to House Urso at the very beginning. The founder. This was our founder, Urso. We have not seen the name Leona since the very beginning of this series. Let's revive that old name. You have any rivals? No, you don't. Good. So you don't have any enemies. Because if you had enemies, I will help them bring you... I will help you bring them down. Thanks to my spies, been informed by a valuable merchant convoy that's bound to a foreign port. You can organize a pirate fleet to capture it and its riches. Of course, if things go sour and the mission is discovered, we'll need to face the diplomatic consequences. Prince Bishop of Ostrogon. Ostrogon, that's way up there. So you're going up to the Danube and up there. But proceed with the mission. His Roman trig isn't good enough. We'll get him hurt. The Greek populace in Alexandria resent me as a ruler, and I feel that I'm a foreigner. But yet I depend on these self-same people to collect my taxes and man my army. This will simply not do. I think it's time to bring some boys from back home to help out over there. Sounds like a job for real men. So Alexandria is Longobard territory from there on out. You're next. When I get done with this. Oh, another merchant convoy found in foreign port. Further up into the Danube. Yeah, he's from over there. Wait a minute. So our ships are going up to the Danube, almost to where the source is. Let's see what the mission on that. It's gone all the hell way over there. Sarah, you crazy town. Siege equipment up, because we're on the offensive. Good luck to you. It's pretty far from where you know. Because, Abyssinia's never been part of the Christian realms. Yes, don't you remember the Ethiopian Christians from long ago? So good luck to you. My interest is Italy only. One would think we're becoming diplomatically isolated from the rest of Europe and the Mediterranean as we become more and more Italian-centric. Here. Right, we'll see him disgraced. Good. That means that man is a traitor. And traitors never prosper. So I suggest you revoke that title. But the council says tyranny. Is that so? Member of your faction. Do you want me to frame him further just to tell him how much of a bad man he actually is? Is that what you want? I mean, the righteous imprisonment, everybody's for it. So, not to mention he's going to kill the guy, so he's not only a traitor, but also he's attempted murderer. Haha! My act of piracy gets the fleet loaded with riches was a success and all captured. My fleet arrived at the port with great fanfare. There's a 12% chance I may get a bit of infamy for this. Which you didn't. Don't forget about that other pirate fleet. You didn't increase the infamy on that one either. Come on, King. Surrender now before anyone gets hurt. Simple as that. Quick, take up the spot. Pope just died, so that means no, there's more room. Yeah, he don't like me because we're not crusading and all that. But do not worry. It seems they're going to go for a friendlier pope. Because we're simply supporting him on his election. Yeah, give him the go-ahead, even though he's likely going to screw it up. Oh boy, a high-level meeting with the Pope. Oh, I never thought about this, but I'll use deceit to impress him. So by the meeting with the Pope, I'm going to trick him, but be judged by my learning education, which I do not have, but I have pretty high learning. My intrigue stat, I am not so tongue, but I am an elusive shadow. I do have the trait deceitful, and I ain't no kinslayer. I am so gonna ransom a lot of these people. %100% war score. Hold it right there. It's over, gentlemen. How you feeling? Good? The Duchy is now yours. Alright, we made another big gain. Now return to... Well, actually head to Monte San Angelo in case that guy doesn't get arrested. Yes. Another big chunk of land taken. Now that, don't bother. Unless he wants to press it himself, then that's none of my business. But his. Now he's over in Savoy. Now we control 59% of Italy. And while the Pope is away, wait a couple of more, at least give us 2 years. 2 years into the crusade, and then we will attack Rome. Just to take this part here of Corsica. Yes, that is the plan. The only plan. At least it does include those 2 places. What's going on over there? They've taken Trivesto. Keep that trade route running. I don't need to know about him anymore. Not interested in any of his territories. Another special prize. Zupan of Drats. That's by the coast. Right next door. In my meeting with the Pope, I try to hide my shortcomings while telling lies about my inventive qualities. All went well until the point where I was caught in a lie. I sensed the Pope got away from then on. At least nothing bad came out of that meeting. We are going to stop this man once and for all. I know exactly what he's trying to do. If you're gonna antagonize me, well then I'm gonna antagonize you back. First things first. Oh wow, you actually did it. Take a leave. Courtesans and whores of Amalfi are gaining fame throughout the world for their beauty and skills in lovemaking. This does particularly reflect well on the morals and reputation of the local inhabitants, much less myself. But at least it's providing a bit of an economic boost as more travelers are coming from afar, seeking to partake of the pleasures to be offered. Would you look at that? I'll just say disgusting perverts and whores thinking of only worldly pleasures. I already have a wife. Why would I need another? Well, what are you saying? What the hell are you saying? Cousin. I don't know why you are committing adultery even though you're not married. You're just there's a word for it, fornicator. Yes. Should have a baptism for old Leon, eh? Let me see. The Doge of Genoa, this Langobard Baron, or even my uncle. But you got a lot of good traits. Why aren't you married yet? You should be married somebody with good traits. Theodoricus will be the godfather. Yes, you're the godfather now. So I'm gonna get you married right away. Somebody with good traits that are inheritable. Like that one, for example. But keep looking. There could be someone better, as always. I almost said that we have a winner, but I think I'll take the perceptive strong woman. Not to mention she's groomed too. Alright. You son of a beeswax. Time for you to go to jail. It's a rebellion. That makes you a traitor. Traitor. 29.6. 29.6. You're still fine. A Mongol will take care of things here. He'll besiege it down. We'll take care of that Podesta in no time. For God's sakes, we're trying to make money here, so don't bother. I've already prepared some contingency plans. Get in here, you son of a beeswax. Foggia and Monte San Angelo is mine, as it should be. Republican virtue be damned. This was my land by right. They call me a powermonger for that. This character acted in ways detrimental to the Republican order to increase his own personal power. It's my land! No one else's! And if anybody's got a problem with that, you're gonna have to come up and talk to me. Like you. Well, actually, you're not 16 just yet, so we'll talk again. In the meantime. Yes, a lot of you is turned against me. But I'll just say, hey, let's have a talk. And some wine, too. Don't forget to sway him as well. You already swayed the Sicilian enough. Oh, come on. Yes, Republican liability. You know, I'm only running a city, not the whole thing. Montenegro was such a good place. You haven't done that in a while. I want to know about the battles to come. The water is dark. I stare at it unblinkingly until my eyes begin to strain. It takes time, maybe hours. As time becomes fleeting, then I see it. A fierce battle. I can almost hear the clanking of swords. Marvelous, this is a good omen. Encouraging vision. 2% for now. I'm gonna give it one more year. One more year, they will declare war against papacy. Go to Rome, capture the Pope. End of story. Milanese, Lombard, Digio over Pavia. I could, I mean, you're the one that started it, right? Yes, sir. But I cannot join that war because this is not a claim war. This is a de jure war. He has the right to it. Every little bit helps against a weakened Italy and a stronger Milan. Stop right there. Oh, we'll start making money again. Think. That'll do. There, we're out of debt. Yes, thank you. Now, for those of you that still remain... Oh yeah, the peasant leader. You're just some old Lombard woman who's got critical paranoia. Lives life in paranoid reality. That's what prison will do to you. This mission is a failure. We need to get rid of this man. Killing him isn't going to work because he's got high intrigue. He'll see it coming. He's paranoid. But we could fabricate treason. Make him look like a bad guy. That will work. You want to be in the council? Yeah, go ahead. Just for starters. Let me see. And I'm gonna make you the high judge. And for once, collect taxes because We haven't had as much money as we used to. All that treasury's been spent on putting some of my Amalfians in the College of Continents. And of course got my beloved Mount San Angelo back. Which is something that's kind of badly needed these days. If I had a little more supporters, I want to put that veto obligations back up again. Just to strengthen the Republic. As strong as it may look, but we won't get lucky next time. No, my money's better spent elsewhere, such as preserving books. Yeah, deal with unruly vassals before we continue on our journey. A flax field. You know what? Do spend it. Give me a second. Where's the loans? Take up a huge loan and a medium loan. And when you raise up 1,000, start paying off those loans. That's the reason why I have not been fighting against Pious today, because we know something like this is going to happen. I'll be a big spender. Don't have enough money for a position, just get one from you locally. Good. No more expansionists. You got any money? Not enough for me to care, but give it here. Every little bit helps. Should take a look at the many known plots that you got here. The real question is, are any of them against my council? Or against me is another one. Take revenge on Doge Vito. Oh, the Zupan of Lika. That man. He's from Croatia. Oh boy, that's bad. He's gonna become the king of Croatia soon. That means in the future I plan on fighting a rivalry war against him if I need to deal with him. Because I can't tell him to stop. And I'm not a coward to put a bounty on him. So we do know one man who wants to bring me down. I know who you are, you backers. How dare you? Stop backing that plot. And you say maybe. Dare not refuse. Wait, cease trade post. No. Talking about your other plot. Everybody's got their own agenda. Well, I suggest you end your plots, both of you. Whatever you have on your agenda, stop that. You must have thought I was born yesterday, huh? Now stop backing that goddamn plot. You don't answer to the Croatian. That includes you too. And you say it's a maybe. I don't want no maybes. I want a yes. I want a yes. Come here. You better understand. Because I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. And that plot that you are backing. Thank you. Don't answer to the Croat, okay? That man is untrustworthy. He's an evil man. He's my only rival for God knows how long. I don't know how long we've been enemies, but we are enemies. Well, you're going back to prison. I'm gonna ransom you just to get some of that gold out of your pocket. Every night my wife keeps going down the cellar, drinking herself to sleep. It was bad enough that she was doing during the pregnancy. Hope she would grow out of this bad habit by now. Oh no. Maybe she needs a little more encouragement. You need to stop that drunkenness, or else we're gonna have problems. A drunken wife is no good to nobody. All my plates have been for naught. My wife keeps sneaking out every night to drown her sorrows. I cannot be with someone who has a drinking issue that could corrupt the children's mindset. You're gonna hurt them. This makes you want to get the stress trade right now. I'm dealing with two kinds of things right now. One is managing estates, and the other is trying to stop people from killing me, and the third is marital issues. No man can live like this. Hey, she's a drunk. She's lustful. She's a liar and a crook. A crook? I should she did anything wrong. Oh, I could. If I want to. But please be patient. I know there's a lot going on with you. 'Cause he's a Tengrist, right? You sad sod. Oh, no thank you. I prefer to keep my everything. Now repay those loans. No, you idiot. Repay them. There. All gone. Tiny prestige game would be excellent at the max. But I'd love to increase noble customs as well. But no, maximum majesty would be good to everyone. And then in the future we'll get the noble customs up. So the feudal vassals will respect me a little more. Makes your head hurt, doesn't it? The whole issues with one, trying to stop people from killing you before they even happen, and two, just burn her. She ain't worth a damn. And the whole thing with you got a drunken wife, which if you try to impregnate her, she'll be giving birth to children who would be born slow. That's what drunkenness does to them. It's gonna hurt them. I don't think she was drunk when Leona was born. Did you win, Pavia, yet? Nope, they defeated you. Let me just check. I can do that. But, of course, that requires a new ruler or truce expiring and no defensive pact. Now, Saluzzo would be of interest, but there is no male claimants right now. It is primogeniture. When Furiel takes over, and Father Vino, the newborn, who just born here, in a generation's time, we can just give that. Or alternatively, request the Pope some claims when you become a pious man in your 40s. I mean, I am very pious right now. I could request claims, but not until a later time, where I will also subsequently switch back to religious investiture. So they would look at me more favorably, despite not taking part in the crusade. Despite the fact that I'm a murderer, I'm a power monger, I'm all these things. But in reality, who's gonna stop me? My spies have collected enough information on Duke's comings and goings that my plot should now have a better chance of success. Indeed, should happen more quickly than originally planned. That's because of that spy network I placed there, which says that, actually, no, this relates to events that, if you got an ongoing plot, which you have not had any backers, you idiot. But you do have spy reports, so, yeah, that's what that's for. Any takers? Right, lots of them. Good. Forgot to do that. Traitors have to be dealt with. Much like a disease. The best way to get rid of them is to contain them. Oh dear. Why did I do it? Why am I a lover to this woman? I need to break up with her. Why am I with her? Idea. If we can't divorce her, we gotta accuse her of being a heretic. When we're done with this guy. Yeah, that's the best way. Make her look like a bad girl. By saying that it's like, hey, she's a heretic, she's a Cathar, she's an adoptionist, at worst. And that gives me the reason to imprison her, order her to take the vows, and she's out of my life. Don't forget about your sources of income. Catch him. No, don't. Son of a beeswax. You idiot. Now he knows. That means he's mad at me even more than he needs to be. There are those who argue a quick death is better, for it will be less painful and you won't have as much to worry and ruminate over. Others believe a slow and gradual death is preferable. For it gives one time to let go of regrets, pray and make peace with one's family, friends, and God. It's better if one has time to prepare before passing on. 43%. You may want to speed up that schedule on our fight against the Papal States. His armies are all the way down in Africa. I'm up here. And the Pope lives in Rome, and it's his residence. Capture him, we win a territory. Which again, Corsica will be the main target. Three more years. So in the meantime, I'll actually head over there. Oh, a religious debate. You already have a favor. Oh, damn it! I actually lost that one somehow. I guess I've been tricked. I've been outwitted. Faction disapproves of peace. Domain's too big, which I can understand that. But don't you worry. I have other plans. 77% chance that it seems that Abyssinia will become a Catholic country. Will become a Crusader kingdom. For now, let's make it a quick one. The council is divided, but we will go for it. It'll be here. And yet they call you the clueless one. Alright, everybody, dog pile on Rome. I don't want to lead the charge because I am not going to no disease territory. Of course. And you better make it quick before those people are going to get mad at me. Man, am I really anxious to name my children Vito? It seems it's become a well-respected name in these parts. But, no. Anastasio's another name we haven't seen in a long time. Come out of there. You've been twice excommunicated. Come out of there. We know you're in there. Well, for the first time, he's not here. He's in seclusion. Son of a beeswax. You know what that means, right? You gotta take that objective. We'll send in a retinue. Those guys. No, bring those ships. Over here. We got to go over here. See him disgraced. Reputation is ruined. Of course you would! Actually genuinely angry about that. And he's too paranoid, so trying to assassinate him isn't going to work. He'll get away with it each and every time. That is, we're officially going to be rivals now. At the same time, we'll try to continue to say that he's a treasonous son of a bitch. How dare he? Fortunately, there's only one holding to take. Another Longobard from Flanders. Praise God. Well, now that means the papacy is going to take their sweet time to try to get back all the way up over here. I hear a scream outside and rush out to see his snake swallowing the dog of Julio in a single gulp. Ah! Oh, the Duke of Corsica. All I could say is, that's the way of life. Taking the capital is one thing, taking the objective is another. I am not going to be overshadowed by my spouse. Yeah, we may not like each other anymore. Come meet me at the vineyard. Declined. Seems nobody ever falls for my tricks. Serbian Liberation Revolt against Bulgaria. I doubt they'll win it. They got their ships out. Well, that means they're gonna go pick them up soon. Does she know what she's blabbering about? Gotta ask her Patricia to curb my spouse's ambitions. Food taster of Gujarat. Confront him. I'm starting to think that this could be my downfall. You know, to feel like the world's against me. You could be my spy master. I'll see what I can do for you. Don't kill me, though. No, let's give it a good chance. Just take the damn objective, and then we'll make it easier to win the war for us. Because we know the Papal Army is coming soon. After I approached Land Prince Askew for helping covering spouse's ambition, he's quick to accept my request. It served me well because Amelia, my spouse, was indeed scheming against me, and chances of being successfully dramatic lowered. Oh, I need to thank him for this. See, I knew that she had an idea. Once we deal with those traitors, we gotta get rid of her. Hey, guess what? You're gonna have your position after all. Be thankful for it. %67%. Get it back. 73. I satisfy my with bread and water. I'm temperate. That's good. That means more stewardship. I'll expand my domains. Seize a trade post in Catanzaro. Catholic people army. Let's send some of them in. Quickly. Keep them away from the objective. You got it. Send them. Just a few more holdings to go. An exotic traveler from a faraway land is visiting my court today. Though an older gentleman, there's a handsome quality to him that can only come with the wisdom of the old age. He has strange but thoughtful ideas, so I enjoy talking to him. We're discussing many fascinating matters, and he asks me, "Have you ever heard of the Scarborough Affair?" "Perhaps," I answer. "But what do you mean by that?" Let me take a drink. It's the Scarborough Affair. Scarborough is an actual place, but the song Scarborough Fair is the most profound ballad about human existence, he says. When I ask him to explain, he sings a song to me. "Are you going to the Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thing. Remember me to one who lives there. She was once a true love of mine." A man smiles and hands me a piece of paper. Though it is an impossible task, but we're all traveling to the Scarborough Fair, dear friend. Keep my copy of the lyrics so you can study the wisdom in these words. He smiles kindly as I accept his gift. At the end of the road of the journey we all must take, no matter how impossible, is the Scarborough Fair. Well, I got the lesson to Scarborough Fair, giving me a +1 of all the skills, some more fertility, a little more health, and combat skill. Well, how do you like that? Every little bit helps. Of course, once this lousy war is over, I'll no longer be excommunicated. Yeah, that's a way of putting it. A lousy war. No sign of the Papal Army anywhere. Hey, he's not a defense pact anymore, just noticed that. But keep in mind, that truce is going to be around for a while. Waxfield is done, another source of income. Whoop, no. Go over here. There you go. Where's your army? Where's your god now? A famous writer proposed to compose my family chronicles. Give him a patronage, and I've become proud of that. A large shipment of Colatura de Alci has arrived at my residence, similar to the Roman fish salscarum. It is the traditional sauce from the village of Satara along the Amalfi coast, made by fermenting anchovies in Rian. What should I do with it? Donate to the poor and the local temples. See, I'm still a good patron to the Catholic Church. What are you talking about? 100% war score. There you go. Now we've united Corsica. Go home. And of course, now I wish a declaration of repentance. What must I do? We'll recover nicely. What's that? We've heard of your passionate plea for forgiveness. We are certain that you are eager to prove your sincerity of repentance by repealing the ungodly edict you have opposed to curtail the righteous authority of the Church in Rome. Oh, you mean the religious? Yeah, that's what I wanted for a long time. You got it. The price for my absolution, restoration of papal power over Amalfi. Once again, the Pope will be the only one with the authority to invest bishops of Amalfi. What else was I supposed to do? Yep, took another piece of land off them. Now life can mostly return to normal. But of course, there are those that want to bring me down. And they must be stopped, no matter what. Especially this man here. And including that old man's got a crook. He's a dangerous duelist. And he knows about the Scarborough Fair as well. Must have traveled around these parts. But hey, since I'm the Magus, it's time for the grand debate. We're not going to end the episode without a grand debate and a few other things. Anything else missing? Yes. Give me the lemon growers of Amalfi. Little more diplomacy is needed. You know what? Stop spying on him. We tried everything. We need to get rid of my wife. Call her a heretic. They'll go for it. No need to frame her yet. At least not yet. Hey, sorry about your dog. I could care less if you're eating this more or not. You are irrelevant to my life now. But see if there's any there against you. I know that Croatian still wants to kill me. Oh god, he's got more backers. From the Aegean Islands. Even a few local barons. Stop backing a plot. Don't listen to that treacherous Croat. He still holds a grudge against me personally. Oh, and by the way, I also noticed something. He's the king now. He's the Cried now. That means, in the next episode, I'm going to be dealing with another way to stop a rival from killing me. Go to war directly against him. No deceit. There will be no misgivings about that. Which, in fact, I may have to send my retinue, and only my retinue, to deal with that man there. Before he tries to assemble God knows how many backers in the country that wants to bring me down. While also I'm going to be dealing with those marital issues. And she's been letting herself go while she's a god-blasted drunk. A blasted drunk, I tell you. That means Anastasia, who was born while he was drunk. This is not going to be good for him. Oh, and also I have not made a horoscope out of him. Since you got so many things to do. But again, don't end the episode just yet. You still got a grand debate to hold. Oh, God, no. Of course. The spy master of mine. Theodicus. Theodicus. The Godfather himself. Again, I'm the one who made him Godfather. Of my child. Oh, stop stuffing yourself, you pig! That's what I'm like. I'm basically angry right now. I'm not wrathful, but I'm pretty cruel. The stars hold many secrets, but they are not indecipherable. Using the right instruments and a frame of mind, I will uncover the destiny of Leone. Come what may. After spending many nights analyzing the moving stars, I've noticed Jupiter is moving to the sign influencing my son, Leone. I'm fairly certain that this indicates he's destined for intrigue and cleverness. Well, I could have not made up a destiny more fitting of him. I thought about him going on the path of intrigue in the far future. Yes, thank you. Humphrey the Englishman, come on in. You made a wise choice for once in your God-blessed life. Stop drinking! If you stop drinking, I'll forgive you. If you don't, we're gonna call you a heretic. An adoptionist, at worst. Now, anyways, the guests are arriving this very moment. It is time for the grand debate to begin, and spend the next few days to have each and every one display their knowledge to decide who the best of us is. Let the debate commence. Thinking. This'll do. These past few days, I've felt an energy rising within me, urgent to be used to creativity. I could build a new laboratory. Wait, no. I should prepare my notes tomorrow. I'm glancing at the sack of parchments. It occurs to me I could pose Diller to my dear. Oh gosh. Not her. No. Focus! This is an opportune time for the work on the prima materia. Just spend the rest of your evening researching, increasing your chances of winning debate. My co-conspirators have fabricated evidence of a blasphemous conduct and sheltering of heretics. The letter will be sent to the Pope, who will be forced to excommunicate her. God will be my judge. He refused to believe the fabricated evidence of heresy. What's worse, he had a messenger question found out that I sent it, but censored for my unseemly scheming. And Amelia knows that I try to have her excommunicated. This does not help my reputation. Oh God. Just as when we were getting along. Oh, another reason why we had a falling out. Because I kidnapped one of your relatives. Yeah. That guy. Yeah, I kidnapped your blasted father. That no good father of yours. An alliance proposal between me and my brother. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why are the Bulgarians still here? Give them that land back. Orthodox leaflets. Need to get that piety back. I've declared the winner of the grand debate, showing that no one is as knowledgeable as me, or has the ability to put forth arguments quite like me. Sweetest of all sounds is praise. After several days of long discussions and much debating, the grand debate is over now. There might have been a few heated arguments, but I think most senators would agree that it was a learning experience. A most successful event. Gonna spawn my wife. I gotta find the dirt on her. With her being drunk, she'll likely to fold. We'll end the episode on January. No, nobody killed no Mongols. They're good people. While I'm in the more distant parts of my realm, I come across an ancient tombstone partly buried on the ground. On it are etched the words, "Remember me as you pass by. As you are now, so once I was I. As I am now, so you will be. Prepare for death, and follow me." Alas, oh, we're all dust and shadows. How dare he? You are pissing me off. But soon, he'll be dealt with. I mean, he got away this time, but... You know, we could have just... I mean, you know he's trying to kill somebody, right? I mean, you could have just... arrested him. Righteous imprisonment attempt. I mean, what's with you? You've been wasting all this time for that? Okay. We'll have him dealt with in the next episode. And, lastly... The most noble thing my spies reported about Amelia is her lack of regard for the Catholic faith. So it was true, then. Indeed, her cynical comments are well known, though it would be simpler to matter inflame the rumors and ruin her reputation for her. The Pope didn't buy it. I knew there was something about her. Spread those rumors. Spread those vile rumors about her. Man, his personal lifestyle is falling apart for Doge Vito, the pious. Keyword pious. No, quote-unquote pious. Quotation marks pious. There you go. So, the infamous Vito. He's still infamous, hence the reason why there's a defense pack against him. Because everybody knows he's a killer. And why vassals refuse to give him more levies just to make it stronger. But soon those will be dealt with. Sooner or later. So the next episode, this one we're going to be focusing on internal problems that must be dealt with. It's not going to be much about territorial expansion these days. That's Savoy. Okay. Well, one thing is for certain. The next pope will be an Amalfi. If we can get a few more bishops into the college, it will have more influence. And then we'll start requesting claims again, even though I am mostly a pious person. Which is a load of bull. The pride, you know? So you gotta show humility and all that. Perhaps all that and more in the next episode of Amalfi, as this is getting more and more interesting. In which the final reminder, 60% control of Italia now. And next year, in this next episode, we may see an increase of percentage, just a tiny bit. Well, we need more than that. Because it seems the idea of a united Italy is slowly becoming a working reality. All we need is just wait for the threat level to go down a little bit further, so you won't worry about defensive packs and all that. But, until then, so long for now.